on In the Loop. It is Kenny here, Six Flags Great America, going to be doing Fright Fest 2018. We're here with Alex. Say hello, Alex.
What's up, In the Loop?
So we're gonna apologize in advance. We've been here all day. We've been partaking in some alcoholic beverages. It's been a pretty good day so far, except they have not put King Kong back on the Skytruck Tower. Shame on you, Six Flags. But let's walk around and see what else they've got going on this year.
Unfortunate souls is responsible for awakening me.
My lord, at your word, we are willing to do whatever it takes to win this war.
Give me control over your souls, or what's left of them, and I will ensure a scarier night than ever.
Other way! Those are the ups. Use the downsies. Next! Hurry up.
He's rude sometimes. He'll flick your heads off too.
Wish I had a hat. Now leave. Next!
That's totally not the line.
Hurry up.
Right here.
Look at you pretending you only have one shot. Well, hurry up!
I'm sorry. I felt that.
Sorry, be quiet.
I felt that out of
Now go away. There's a good-looking picture already.
Alrighty. So we are walking out of the gates of hell. First house of the night. And I am not sure how to feel about that one. Bit of a hodgepodge. No storyline really. At some point there was a drawbridge of some sort you walk across. There was an electric chair. There was a killer car, which I'm guessing was supposed to be Christine in the Stephen King film.
There was also a bear with a hydraulic in the back of his body, so that was bad.
Yeah, it was a bear or a werewolf or something, but they didn't do anything to hide the speaker and all the electronics. Just kind of awkward, but yeah, I don't know.
There have been worse starts to the night.
There have been much worse. I don't know. It's a good way to start the night. So we'll see where it goes from there. So this one really bums me out this year. Roaring Rapids the last couple of years was, I don't remember the exact name of it. I want to say it was Apocalypse or something Apocalypse. It was the zombie walkthrough where they drain the rapids track, I guess? Not track, tub? Whatever you would call the empty portion of the rapids ride. But yeah, they drained it out and would make a zombie walkthrough kind of thing. And it was, the last couple of years, one of my favorite mazes here for Fright Fest, and it is gone. So that is that didn't sound good, Joker. But yeah, that was one of my favorite attractions here, and now it's gone, so it's a bummer. Same amount of houses this year because they have Hellfest. Oh, look, there's Knox. There's Knox again. He's everywhere. But yeah, so slight downgrade I feel with that Apocalypse maze being gone. So if you're watching Six Flags, bring it back. So, just walked out of the Hellfest maze. What can I really say about this? This is their big draw here at Six Flags this year, as far as the houses go. There's a lot of talk every year about Halloween Horror Nights and the properties that they get being their big draws. Six Flags, interesting move this year, went out and got the Hellfest property, new horror movie that just came out. And I was looking forward to this maze because I went and saw the movie and I really enjoyed it. And while this maze is okay, it's not great. It's not. I don't feel like it was like it got the credit or the attention that it deserved creatively, or maybe the budget for it. It still feels very much like a Six Flags house. So it failed in a couple of different ways for me. It did have some of the scenes that were recognizable from the movie, but they just weren't really well executed. One, maybe two of them I'll say were pretty cool, but just didn't have enough actors in them. And the big problem here is the slasher, the main villain in the movie. I went through this maze twice. I saw him once, one time. So 2 passes through, and I saw him one time. That's not enough time seeing your big iconic killer, who's the star of this movie. So not good there. And if you had not seen the movie and you didn't know what you were getting into, just not a very effective maze, because like I said, it was just sort of understaffed. So unfortunately, I gotta say, for the big poll this year for Fright Fest, a bit of a swing and a miss for me. Okay, Big Top Terror. It's one of the many return mazes. Been here for a few years at least. It's in the Kidsopolis Cafe area, one of the kid zones here. It's an outdoor maze. What else can I say? This is a fun house, very fun, no pun intended. Very much it's just a clown fun house, but it's actually a very enjoyable maze. You can hear the music. It's very creepy and sort of like that unnerving funhouse music. And then there's like that heartbeat sound to kind of go along with it. Just kind of makes it feel, I don't know, you get like this weird anxious feeling. And inside, it's very confusing. It's like a very pretty house. A lot of really nice, well done black light painting on the walls, and then there's some good scares. There's a scene where they intentionally confuse you to the point where you get lost. That's sort of a rare thing in a haunted house. They usually want to sort of keep people moving through and not holding the line up. But they intentionally confuse you, and you just kind of go around in circles in here and get lost. It's a fun, weird thing. Knox, the icon of the event, the first time I went through, last time I was here with Alex, Knox came through the house backwards, and in that very confusing room where you just sort of go around in circles, we ran into Knox. He was just going backward through the house. It was fun, it was entertaining, but it's a good, very good house, very fun. Big Top Terror. It's always a good time every year it's back. Massacre Medical Center. Really good looking facade on this one. It is just as it sounds. It is a hospital. You go in and sort of start off in the reception area, and then they send you to see the doctor, and as soon as you walk into the hospital, all hell breaks loose. This house is outstanding. It's been arguably the better house the last couple of years. This year easily is the best house. Very, very solid sets. Every single room is fantastic. They're very large sets, a lot of room to work with. The actors are great. They still manage to get some good scares in these large scenes. Everything's just very, very well done. There's a lot of really effective lighting, like low lighting that sort of flickers a lot. Very, very strong house through and through. Some of this, I mean, one of the rooms is so big, there's a full-size ambulance parked in it. That girl just bashed her leg on the stone and almost fell. Yeah, I can't really say enough good things about this house. And a in a event that is by and large somewhat disappointing, this is the strong point for sure. So cannot say enough good things about Massacre Medical Center. Here's the 30-hour coffin challenge. I'm sure by now you've heard of. I believe all the Six Flags parks are doing this. Pretty cool promotion. Seem to be getting a lot of press out of it. So I'm sure it's something that will be coming back in the future. I personally don't have 30 hours to give to a challenge. For, I think it's a season pass and $300. I mean, it's a cool prize. Good on Six Flags for doing it. I have no interest in hanging out in one of these coffins for 30 hours. Not because I'm scared, because I have a child and a full-time job and just cannot find 30 hours to do that. But good on them. I'm gonna take a walk through what seems to be the premier scare zone here. It's called the Underworld. Very dark, so I apologize. I'm not gonna be able to see much. My big issue is I've already walked through here, and I'm gonna walk back through one more time and try to explain some things because you can't see it. There are no scare actors in here, and it's a pretty light crowd tonight. So I'm not sure if the staffing is just because it's a light night, but I don't. It's a Friday night. It's beautiful out. Like, there's enough people here. I thought it would be staffed a little bit more. I don't know. It's sort of a reoccurring thing that I've noticed in the park all night tonight. As we hear X-Flight, see the station over there, and this is in the area. The scare zone's in the area of the Demon, where the demon corkscrews come over the midway. It's a beautiful, you can't tell by looking, but it's a beautifully done scare zone. It really is. I just wish there were more actors. There's nice props in here. Got some nice lights in these crated in areas are kind of cool. We got some chain link fences with some barrels inside of it. I'm sure all of this is very effective when they staff it. And there's people running around maybe banging on some of this stuff that make noise. We got big industrial fans with strobing red lights. Kind of like what you see in the Batman queue. Lots of fog. Definitely lots of fog. And now you can start seeing some stuff. There's like graffiti on the walls. I don't know. There's like this demon man thing. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's some sort of goat man or something, wearing an awkward loincloth. But yeah, I don't know. There's a truck. There's a full-size truck here. Very cool looking, but no actors. So that's kind of a bummer. So we will leave you with Goatman. Bye, Goatman.
Change your mind, 'cause soon you're gonna find that you're on a trip in the grip of the demon.
Something very cool this year. Six Saints Cemetery. I don't recall this being here last year. I'm sure it was, because I don't pay attention to anything. Just didn't notice. Again, very dark, but walk through here and maybe point some stuff out. It's a lot of cheesy gravestones that you see in your normal cheesy cemeteries for Halloween, but some of them have some pretty cool stuff on them, and there are some old relics from old rides around here. So we can find, let's see, the Cajun Cliffhanger. Let's see, Trailblazer. There's one back there, you can't see it unfortunately. There's a tidal wave, 1978 to 1991. There's a The Edge is back there. Can't see them, of course. Some old school ride vehicles. Again, you can't see this one, but there's a Raging Cajun. Oh, there's an Iron Wolf. Z-Force. That one you can actually read. There you go, Z-Force. Got an old gondola here. Oh, Splash Waterfalls, one of the actual boats. Let me see if I can come over here, get some light on this bad boy. I don't think we're going to be able to, unfortunately. Sorry, but there's a Splash Waterfalls boat. The demon in the background. More gondolas.
Till July 26th, $5 off admission for kids 4 to 10.
Got an antique car here. The Great America Raceway, 1976, 2010. Got a bunch of antique cars. There's some skeletons in there. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, there we go. Shockwave. They said save the wizard. And Shockwave became Chop Liver. 3 flags. 3 flags at best. No, that's okay. It's okay, but 3 flags. Deja Vu. There we go. We're sorry. This ride is permanently closed. Get it? Because it was usually closed. Now it's permanently closed. Anyway. Merry-go-round. Hay baler, bailed in 2000. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. There we go. The Orbit. And one of the seats from the Orbit. Very cool. So anyway, just thought this is a pretty neat little graveyard they've got over here. Well done, Six Flags. Keep working on those jokes though.
But electricity is all we ever think about. Because it's our mission to make it better for you. Whether you're at home
Infestation. Well, it's got bugs, sort of, and spiders, as the name implies. I don't know, this house used to be a lot better. They sort of played up the infestation theme a little bit more. Now there's just like a couple of scenes loosely based on that. and it's just more like actors hiding places and jump scaring you. So it's really not great. There's one really, really cool scene actually, and it's actually one of the better scenes of any of the mazes here at the event, where you enter the room and there's about a waist-high laser beam that goes across the whole room, and then they fog it up a lot, and it sort of makes you feel like you're sort of walking about waist-high through a swampy area, and then there's a gigantic snake puppet that comes out of the wall. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, it's just a lot of jump scares and then a couple of cheaply themed bug rooms and like some fake spiders. It's not good. It used to be a lot better. But next door, the haunted teacups, the indoor teacups that the legend loves so much. So there's that. Don't really waste your time with Infestation. Go ride some dark teacups. Alrighty, final maze review of the night. Manslaughter Manor. In a surprise, not a surprise, but we'll call it a late sleeper hit. I've always sort of enjoyed this house. Sometimes I've had better runs than others. This particular time, this last one, I really enjoyed it. I feel like they could staff it a little bit better. There could be some more actors and they could really ratchet it up and make it really scary. But kind of what I like about this house, it's a little more subtle. It's just creepy. Like, it's a very creepy vibe. It's very eerie. And maybe because it's not over the top scary is what I tend to like about it. I've also noticed that when Six Flags does more of a linear story, meaning they're not showing you different scenes, trying to piece together a whole story in one of their mazes, but rather just send you through like an entire building. So like back with the hospital, it was really great just walking through the hospital. You walk in the lobby, you walk through all the different rooms, you see all these different things you would see in the hospital. It was great. This one, same thing, Manslaughter Manor, you walk through this house and you walk into the living room and there's just a very creepy girl sitting on the couch watching a staticky TV, and then you go into like the kitchen and just like the old creepy dirty wallpaper is just effective for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm not going to turn this into an HGTV review, but the decor in the house, very nicely done. And just the actors are very subtly creepy and spooky. There's one particular room where you walk in, it's like the little girl's room, and there's like a contortionist on the floor, and that's one of the things that always gets me most in a haunted house, is an actor doing something fucked up on the floor. It's very unnatural, very unsettling. So the little girl's room in the house, very creepy, and then you walk out in the backyard and there's a dog and this whole thing. It's cool. This is a sleeper one. Very good house. So yeah, that's the 6th and final maze review. I don't know what's going on over the bushes. Just going to assume it's some sort of bear sex. I don't know. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm not going to investigate. But seriously, what the fuck is going on? Alright, Lou. About to head out from Fright Fest for the night. I guess some final thoughts on the event as I look, and I'm still disappointed that there's no King Kong up there. You know, I really wanted to dislike the event. Not wanted to, but I really thought I would dislike the event more. But I gotta say, it's serviceable. It's fine. It's as always a pretty solid value, to be honest. It's actually a really good value. The fact that if you're a season pass holder, you can buy your haunted house punch card for $35. Come back as many times as you want during the event. It's just a really tremendous value. And to be totally transparent, for whatever reason, it did take 2 nights to film this video. The first time it rained, that's why Alex was here with me the first time, and he's in some of the footage, and now I'm just kind of here by myself. Over the 2 nights, just good fun both times, honestly. Decent crowds, but manageable. I would recommend, if you've got the cash, just spend the extra $15 on the express wristband. Save the wait times. But yeah, all 6 houses, fun. Hellfest, probably the letdown. Expected that to be the best, and it was probably the weakest, to be honest, of the houses. I wish there were more scare actors both times, just kind of throughout the park. They were a little light both nights on that, but sort of the atmosphere and the lights and the vibe of the place is fine. It's a decent event. I can't really sit here and bash it, other than the fact that I really hope they'd have this all lit up right now, but the event is over and they turned off all the lights. So, well, that is all I got. So be sure to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, follow everybody on Twitter. Look down in the section down below for all that information and where to follow all of us at. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later.